Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's wrestling news is going to cover some big rumors surrounding Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, and a new Wyatt family, as well as some more Retribution theories. Starting off with the new Wyatt family rumors that are going around. So, the Fiend just had an embarrassing short title reign of just 7 days. But don't count him out quite yet, because it looks like big things are still on the way. You look back at just about 1 year ago, and Roman Reigns was the big face of SmackDown, and Bray Wyatt was the top heel on SmackDown. Well, just 1 year later, it appears that the roles have fully flipped. Bray Wyatt is now SmackDown's top face, and Roman Reigns is the top heel, after aligning himself with Paul Heyman. The Fiend was never pinned for that title due to the chaotic events of the Payback main event match. The ring collapsed, the referee was taken out, Roman joined the match late. There was just so much clever and chaotic things thrown in there that really gave a good reason on why the Fiend couldn't retain. Of course, the Fiend was never pinned for the title, so it appears that we might be going down the route of I was never pinned, I never lost the title, for Bray Wyatt's direction. It was clear that Strowman was there to take the pin, and I think that's what was going to lead to us into Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. The promos between Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt are going to be absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see how all of them interact, but let's get into more exciting rumors. Rumor has it that Bray Wyatt could be getting a new Wyatt family soon. We talked about Alexa Bliss's appearance on SmackDown with her hair and her behavior, but another WWE fan and Twitter user pointed out what Alexa was wearing with her pants. The fan compared it to what the Firefly Funhouse character, Abby the Witch, usually wears, and it's quite similar. That right there reminded me of an old rumor from a few months ago that we never covered here on the channel. But apparently there was an idea for the Firefly Funhouse characters to come to life and go from puppets to actual scary-looking human characters. Sounds pretty silly at first, turning puppets into humans, but if done correctly, it could be pretty frightening as well to just see them come to life. That idea never went through, but what's happening with Alexa Bliss right now really reminds me of that old rumor, especially since she's wearing the witch's clothes. It's almost as if she's the real-life version of that Abby the Witch character. Alexa briefly appeared on Payback as well. She was twisting her hair while being zoned in on watching the Fiend's match. It's little details like this that I really love. So it looks like that idea of Alexa being obsessed with the Fiend is true, and she'll get angry whenever anyone brings it up. New reports also claim that the endgame for Alexa Bliss is for her to become fully Fiend-like. So that's what it seems like we're building up to there. Especially since she's watching the Fiend's match, don't be surprised if the Fiend and Alexa cross paths again real soon. It looks like we could see some version of that canceled SummerSlam finish down the line where Alexa will come out to assist the Fiend in some way. So Alexa could end up joining Bray Wyatt, but she won't be the only one. Rumor is that it could possibly be Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, and a few returning superstars. Of course, it won't be the original members. Harper is now in AEW as Brody Lee, and Eric Rowan was just released. So scratch them off the list of possibilities. I would say the perfect amount of people that the new Wyatt family needs is just 2 others. You have Bray and Alexa as your main centerpieces for the group, the sort of 1A and 1B lead roles for the new family. Then I think just about 2 more superstars would be the perfect amount for the group. You don't want to overdo it and have too many people in the new Wyatt family, but I think 4 people is manageable. Bray Wyatt has had 4 people in his old Wyatt family, and they all had equal time to shine, so it can definitely work. The rumors label the other new Wyatt family members to be big returns, which is great, but I wouldn't mind the other members being a pair of NXT superstars either. Just some fresh faces that go right into the main event scene as a part of this new Wyatt family. Maybe the new members could be 1 man and 1 woman, so that you have an overall balance of 2 men and 2 women in the entire group. I wouldn't mind that. Alexa would have her own partner, and Bray Wyatt would have his own partner as well. Maybe someone similar to Scarlett from NXT. Karrion Kross is unfortunately going to be out of action for a long time, and it leaves Scarlett with nothing to do. It doesn't make sense storyline-wise for Scarlett to just join Bray Wyatt. They would have to come up with something there, but imagine the visuals of having a dark Alexa Bliss, Scarlett, and the other members walking the Fiend to the ring. That would be quite the visual and introduction to the new Wyatt family. If this new Wyatt family member turns out to be true, then it's going to be an exciting few months ahead. Alexa Bliss seems like she's already locked in and ready to be beside the Fiend, so we'll have to see if anyone else will follow Alexa and Bray with this new family. Let's get into the new popular theory that was started by fans that I really enjoy. So after Roman's return at SummerSlam with a new look, attitude, mentality, and so on, everyone sort of wondered if he could possibly be on the list of suspects to be Retribution's leader. We talked about that earlier in the week, and I really like that idea. But now there's been another twist to that theory, and that's what if Paul Heyman is the mastermind behind Retribution? What if he set this group up to cause havoc and chaos for weeks leading up to Roman's big return? The idea being that Retribution was planting the early seeds for Roman and Heyman's return with these attacks to let WWE know that something big is about to happen and take over. I really like that idea, and when you really think about it, it sort of makes sense and could work out. Paul Heyman possibly set the group up, went to Roman with the idea and how he would get him that Universal title back, and Roman was down to make it happen. Another thing to point out that is quite interesting is that Retribution never strikes when Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are on the show. Roman was at SummerSlam, no Retribution appearance. Roman was on SmackDown for the contract signing, no Retribution appearance. Roman won the title at Payback, still no Retribution appearance. So that was something a lot of fans pointed out as well. I feel like not having Retribution on an event literally titled Payback was a big missed opportunity. The group Retribution is all about seeking revenge and payback on WWE. So what better place to get that actual payback at than a show called Payback? Would have been some subtle poetic justice there, but the group didn't appear. So no appearance on SmackDown or Payback had fans wondering if the story was being dropped or not. It's not being dropped because the commentary team did make a mention of them towards the start of Payback and said that there was extra security around the building. So that's possibly the explanation on why they didn't do anything at Payback. Like their previous report said, Retribution is being booked on a week-to-week basis, so their appearances are not booked long-term and in advance. There could be some weeks where they appear and cause a lot of havoc, and there'll be some weeks where they leave shows in peace. I really like that they leave the shows alone sometimes because it sort of adds that unpredictable trait to them. You really never know when they're going to show up. So I like that part about it. It really leaves everything to being a mystery. I do expect Retribution to appear at least this week in some sort of capacity. Maybe it's Raw or SmackDown. But I do expect something from them this week after missing both SmackDown and Payback last week. The fact that Retribution hasn't appeared when Roman is on the show is most likely a coincidence, but imagine how interesting it'll be if Roman and Heyman were actually behind the group, especially entering this feud with Bray Wyatt. We could see Roman and Retribution take on Bray Wyatt and the new Wyatt family. I think that would be a nice battle between these two massive powerhouse groups. We might have to save that idea and talk about that possible matchup in a future video. But what are your thoughts on the big rumors and theories we discussed today? Would you be interested in seeing Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss join forces for a new Wyatt family? What are your thoughts on the Paul Heyman Retribution theory as well? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.